Hello, everybody. Topic of my talk tonight is what I want to get across is we have a problem. We have a very, very big problem. That problem is called the epidemic of chronic disease. And yet, at age 46, I was crashing. I was tired, fatigued, dragging my tail. I went to my doctor and told my doctor, boy, I'm really tired. I just don't have any energy. And the doctor did thousands and thousands of dollars worth of testing. And I came back for the next meeting and the doctor said, you're in perfect health. I said, Doc, if I'm in perfect health, how come I feel this way? And he said, you're getting older. And I said, I've never felt this way before. And he said, you've never been this old before. The ignorance is so profound that it's just astounding. This man, I always go, I'm a quality freak. I want the best of everything. This man was a professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School. That's pretty prestigious. Professor of medicine, Harvard Medical School, and he was so ignorant, he didn't know that if you're tired, you're really, really, really sick. He just says you're getting older, instead of, hey, you're really, really sick, let's try and make you well. Let's try and find out why you're sick. Let's try and make you well. So 2 more years passed, and by that time, my tail was really, really dragging. And I made another mistake, went to see another doctor. That doctor gave me a diagnostic test to which I suffered a catastrophic reaction, became totally disabled. Went to 36 top specialists, and finally the last one I went to, all these people, they look at you, they measure your symptoms, they come back and they give you a fancy name. You tell them in English what you're experiencing, and they come back with a Latin, which is the same thing you just told them in English, and for that they send you a bill. So I went to these 36 top specialists, and all they did was send a bill and come up with fancy Latin names for what I told them in English. And the last one finally said, "Hoo boy, I can help you, take this drug." And I took the drug poisoned my liver died, and my death was a medical certainty. At the last moment, I had to use my knowledge of biochemistry to save my life. And then it took me 2 years of hard work and learning to restore myself to where I could once again function like a normal human being. And after that, I started asking very fundamental questions like, why did I get sick? Why do people get sick? How do people get sick? How do you take a healthy person and make them a sick person? If they have a sick person, how do you make them a healthy person? And about 6 months into this, I realized that what we call modern medicine is essentially unscientific nonsense and worthless. It doesn't work, it's very expensive, it's very dangerous, and it's already on the way out. And the faster it goes, the better off we're all going to be, because it's basically nonsense. So anyway, I started thinking about, well, if medicine doesn't work, what does work? And I started thinking, well, I cured myself. Anybody, I'm a highly trained scientist, and I was able to use my scientific training to help myself and to heal myself. But I thought about it, I said, what if somebody else was in the same position I was in? What would have happened to them? Well, my death was a medical certainty. You can be certain that other person would have died. A couple of years ago, and a guy came up to me and he said, thank you, God bless you, God bless you. He said, I had terminal melanoma. I had 26 rapidly growing tumors all over my body. The doctors at Stanford told me nothing could be done. I bought your book. I'm totally cancer-free. So I had another lady come up to me, and she came up to the podium like this, and she was saying, look, 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 look. And she got up to the podium and she said, look at my hands, look at my hands. She said, I had rheumatoid arthritis and I was crippled, and you cured me. Well, I didn't do anything. She cured herself. All you have to do is learn a very simple system, which I call the Beyond Health model, which we teach to children. And if you learn this model, the power is so awesome, you can do almost anything. All the doctor does is suppress your symptoms at great expense, great economic expense, and also great expense to your body. So let's say you have high blood pressure, and the doctor says, well, I'll give you a pill. And so they give you a pill that poisons your kidneys and lowers your blood pressure. Or they give you a pill that poisons your heart, lowers your blood pressure, poisons your nervous system, lowers your blood pressure. And you say, success, my blood pressure's down. Well, no, you're being poisoned to death. And by the time you're on 3 drugs, there isn't anybody on the planet who knows what's going on in your body. Your body is now in biochemical chaos. You're taking poison, you're adding to toxicity, so you're making yourself sicker and sicker and sicker. And by the time you're on 3 drugs, you're in biological chaos. And health is when your cells are functioning normally. Disease is when your cells are in chaos. So modern medicine keeps people sick, makes them sicker, and kills them. Modern medicine keeps people sick, makes them sicker, and kills them. The leading cause of death in the United States is medical intervention. Medical intervention kills about 1 million people a year. What other industry would be allowed to do that? You know, I just flew out here from Florida. What if the airline industry killed over 1 million people a year? Who would fly? I'd drive out, I wouldn't fly. Yet our doctors kill over 1 million people a year, and people go to their doctor and think nothing of it. Think twice.